I'm having great difficulty explaining to various people, either in person or in a Facebook group, for example, what the problem is that I'm having in Premiere Pro at the moment. So I'm creating this video to demonstrate. I'm not sure if it's a bug or if it's something I'm doing wrong, but it's certainly something that's only come up very recently, and it's really disrupting my workflow. So let me jump into Premiere and I'll show you what the problem is. So here we have a video clip from a day mountain biking in Windlatter with Matt riding out in front of me. He crashes a lot on this bike ride, and you can see those crashes on a video I've uploaded to my channel. But for now I'm going to use this clip as an example just to show you what's happening. So part of the process I like to employ when I'm editing a video is to desaturate it, either a little bit or a lot, depends. And because I come from an image editing background, let's say, using Photoshop, the way I like to desaturate a video is using the channel mixer. This tool right here, I'll drop this in to the video clip and then hit the monochrome checkbox. And as you can see, it desaturates it, but I don't stop there. I'll play around with the color channels. I'll usually like to drop red quite far down, maybe not that far down, but quite far down, and the green really high up. This generally gives the image the look that I'm going for, very sort of old-timey, let's say, desaturated film look. Just because that's what I like to do. Blue could probably pull that down a little bit. Now, obviously, I don't want a black and white video. I want a desaturated one. If this was Photoshop right now, all I would do is just pull the opacity slider down until it gets to about 35–45%, which is usually the ballpark I'm reaching for. And there I get sort of a half saturated image. Whereas Premiere, it's a little bit different. We have to go up here, create a mask. And you may have already noticed the issue I'm having. Drag this out, because it's a 4-point mask. Drag out the 4 points and the image, the issue may be becoming a little bit more apparent now. And if it's not apparent now, then maybe you can't help me. It seems like Premiere likes to do something similar to Photoshop in that it applies the new layer over the old layer. So I've got here the original full color layer, and here in the bottom right I've got the monochrome layer, the one that's been created by the channel mixer. However, they're not lined up. If I scrub through the video, this artifact sort of seems to disappear. But then once I leave go of the mouse button, it creeps back in again. I haven't adjusted the opacity yet, which obviously is why I'm doing this. So if I pull down the opacity of the layer mask, I'll pull it down to 50%-ish, just because that's where I'm normally aiming it to be. I'd love to know what's happening here, just so I can fix it. Yeah, it's taking the new adjustment layer. Yes, it's placing it over the top of the original video layer, but it's not lining them up properly. Until I start scrubbing, which, yeah, now I can see what my video looks like with a desaturation of about 73%. Until I let go of the scrub tool, and then we're back to this again. It's got more issues than just simply being annoying. Like this, when this has been happening, Premiere has been taking up a lot more RAM than usual. Some videos behave a bit differently. I don't know whether it's the difference between, say, like an AVI format or an MP4 format, I'm not sure. But with some clips, it won't allow me to scrub around like this. I'll simply just see a still image, or this artifact here will be persistent through the scrubbing. At least in this video clip, when I start scrubbing, I get to see both layers on top of each other lined up perfectly. It gets weirder. So if I drag this mask around this happens. So it's something that's only there with the channel mixer. I know that one way in which to desaturate a video would be to use a tool like the three-way color adjuster, and then seek out saturation and then just pull everything down to 0. And now we've got a desaturated image. And if we apply a mask to this layer in a similar way as we did with the channel mixer, you can see here that the mask behaves just fine. And we can set the opacity down to 50% or so. And you can see a perfectly created adjustment layer with a perfectly created layer mask. Yeah, but that's not the way I like to do it. It's certainly not the way I would do it when editing an image, so it's not the way I'm going to do it when I'm editing a video. The way I want to do it is to use the channel mixer. Now, one workaround I have been using is to copy this video here and unlink the audio track, so I can just delete that, pull it in over the top of there, and now I've got two identical video tracks. And it's the top one that I'll apply the channel mixer to, drag that in, monochrome, pull that down. What did we have, about 20 odd percent? Let's leave it there, just do it really quickly for now. 120 odd, 117 let's call it, and -6 or so. Yeah, so what I would do now is just, okay, forget the layer mask and just turn down the opacity of the whole clip down to about 40 or 50%. And that's what I'm going for. And I can scrub through this just fine. I know I'm probably going to have people putting messages in the comments section now saying that this is the way I'm supposed to be doing it, but it's tedious. So if you're able to weigh in at all or give any sort of help on this issue, I'd really appreciate it. Maybe all you have to do is just drop a comment in the comment section below. It's not a tool I've got extensive experience with, and so all it takes is for a little issue like this to crop up, and it really knacks things up for us. So if you've got any insight into this issue, or you're able to help in any way, I'd really appreciate a comment below or getting in touch with me somehow. So thanks for watching the video. As always, stay creative and good luck on everything you do today. Bye.